right, thanks for joining us. All right, going to messages and to the Q&A. Greetings, this is Archangel Michael. Blessings to you. Yes, there are many timeline shifts. Of course, that have not fully awakened themselves of a great change. Around here, October, there is a shift, of course, with nature, but also with human nature. Human nature is going to, for some, get more in touch with themselves, as there is an awakening energy coming through. A lot of it has to do with healing the youth. Of course, there's still a lot to go with all that, but there's a deep, the knowledge is there, just not always utilized within the youth. For the youth to be more, the younger children basically be taken more seriously in society. Of course, in your future, that will become more part of society, more, younger energies will be taken more seriously and understood on a spiritual level. Still just a lot to be understood at this time. There's also a departure of old timelines, of not quickly, but of old belief systems are leaving the earth, but it's not making itself completely known as you go more into actually a faster future. Of course, there'll be patience necessary, but where times will feel like it's speeding up, such as like progress, at least with technologies, will eventually start to speed up. Of course, society still has a way to go. Well, because it's taking its time, as you can see. It's still going through the problems it went through thousands of years ago. So, but we'll catch up to itself. Greetings. We are the Felines from Sirius. Yes, some of us are hunters, realities of just, yes, living out in the cold, and yes, women in primitive lands, humanoid feline beings. Our connection to your world is survival. Of course, we have to just, yes, deal with ourselves, each other. Because there's just, we have worlds that are similar to yours, like a Middle Ages type of realm where the world is quite primitive. We're still having difficulties, dealing with each other. In your world here, some of you are still going through that survival instincts. Well, amazingly many are still healing when they think they have to survive. When they can, it's hard to make peace, especially when there's so much wounds in the soul for when things were not going so well. So this healing the past wounds, past incarnations, in other worlds is very connected to your earth. It's just not seen that way. It's like if you were a feline being in a previous lifetime, of course, just connected to a past life in general is difficult for many, but seeing another, elephant lifetime, a feline lifetime, to see that, you'd be surprised how much you can release and move forward. just difficult for some to imagine that. But it is very real here. Especially the Egyptian feline energies are very strong here. Greetings to you. This is Nathaniel with the Pleiadians. It's all Bonds. Blessings. This has been some time for us to be here. Always for me to be here. Yes, there is a lot of government disconnect. It's not necessarily going to a new government system just as yet. There is talk of it, yes, with the military taking more over. Well, a military shift, we have a different type of government in front of you publicly. So yeah, you're seeing like a part-time government currently. I mean, it's not there forever, of course, but it's showing that it has holes within it. Basically, they want to replace it eventually. With what, they're not entirely sure at this time. It shows that your world's changing. It is not what it used to be. So it is kind of like taking a pause from what it used to be and going to a new, it's like changing identities. It hasn't quite figured out what that identity is yet. Because it's going to mean, yes, it's going to be more feminine leaders. I think that's inevitable, isn't it? Now, who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Is that really important in the long run? Is where your direction of your world is goes. It's really most important. So it's like gambling. Someone want to just choose who wins and all that. But really, what matters is where you're heading. So, and it still comes out to people like yourself. You don't have to connect to the collective. Just do where you're going. That's really all that matters. We're also here to answer your questions whenever you're ready.
Hello, greetings, Nathaniel. Welcome back. Blessings to you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. First, we have Daria.
Hey there, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. Long time no here.
Yes.
Yes. So, what kind of message do you have for me?
There is a lot of Nordic energies. It has lots around you with the North Pole. That's one of the reasons why you are located where you are is, I would say, protecting it. But also you do, I mean, you've heard this before, kind of like you ghost yourself, like you're not seen in reality. It has to do with the Earth's protection, it seems.
Yeah, I feel kind of, I know like what I am in some regard, and then I'm like, nobody knows who I am, which is kind of fun. So
well, to give you more, it's like you're protecting like beings from astral to incarnate here. You're kind of making sure that rogue, obviously, a lot of rogue beings are here, but like you're not getting nastier ones to incarnate here.
Yeah,
something that's quite deep here, at least what I can see. You already know who they are. Some of them used to be relatives.
Oh yeah.
In other realms.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that in a private channeling because that was a little bit cryptic.
Yeah.
And any messages for my 3D what is to come in my near time? Maybe you have a funny input on that.
Well, first off, I see like a dinosaur energy when you mentioned that. I know it's like they're not in your realm, but it seems like you do connect to them on a spiritual level. They're in another dimension. That's more like a society where they're more friendlier. Something around those lines. Your 3D life, yes, it's going to be not exactly the most entertaining. We do see new people coming into your life. It's like give or take with that. It depends on your social status, though, where you want to do with your time.
Yeah.
Like where you want to go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
Or
boy.
go nowhere.
We'll go nowhere.
Well, we see the gym. I'm not sure if you're still going to that, but it seems like that's
Yeah.
become more active.
Yeah, maybe I should.
That's up to you. It all depends on where you want to go.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nathaniel, and have a cool channeling with this group. Yes. Good night.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Great to see you.
Greetings. So, my first question is, will my skin keep its elasticity and go back to normal if I lose the weight?
We'll go back to normal. I don't think it's changing much from where it is now. Like skin, like color, or what are you looking at?
So what I mean is, I put on a lot of weight, and I have like some like stretch marks from it, and I just wanted to know if I lost the weight, will my skin go back to normal? And
yeah, to a certain degree. Yeah, there'll still be marks there, but it's not that. That's not big, but no.
It won't be that stretched out, basically.
No.
Okay. All right. So my next question. Any uplifting predictions for me at this time?
Well, you just see connecting more to your spiritual growth. Even predicting the future, little things, nothing too major, at least for yourself. Sometimes you get in the way of yourself, it seems. Like you do see the future, it's like, no, that's not going to happen, and then it ends up happening. But then you forgot that you've been looked at it that way. So just like with your massage school, it feels like you do have it feels like you're quite interconnected to it. You're just not always believing what you're tapping into. Sometimes you are. So you're doing a lot of manifesting there too, if I can see, which is a good thing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Marvin.
Greetings, Nathaniel. Nathaniel, are you connected with my ancestor Nat Turner? Because I haven't heard from you in a while.
I mean, I've heard of him. I can connect to his energy, but he doesn't seem to be around too often. I believe he's on another realm or world.
Okay.
Well, he's just more distant from your reality, it seems.
Okay, but I would like to know what's been going on, because was he Haitian, because there's been a lot of stuff going on with the Haitian people, and I would like to know, why is the whole world kind of standoffish with the Haitian people? Is it something in ancient times that the Haitian people and stuff would like to revolt? I would kind of like to know that, because my ancestor Nat Turner was Haitian, and we have Haitian blood that I found out in this and stuff, and it's almost like a fight mode type of trigger thing, and I'm trying to figure out, why is non-Haitian people scared of Haitians, and is there something dealing with extraterrestrial?
Well, some Haitians at one time are very brutal, so the energy is still out there. Well, they've been hijacked many times too, usually by a reptilian or Anunnaki or various different beings that would take. So the Haitians been going through a lot of black magic also. So yeah, they've been experimented on. So yeah, they've been hijacked. So I mean, it's a lot of them live on an island, so it's easier for it to get manipulated. As you can see with the earthquake that happened some time ago. Yeah, it's a kind of like it's an experiment there. It's still going on.
But it almost seems like everybody, I'm like, it could come to any type of other nationality or minority, even African, but when it comes to Haiti people, it's like hands off, but they love the vacation and try to do certain religious. I want almost like voodoo. You know what I'm saying? It's almost a thing to other people that's non Haitian and stuff. So I just want to know and stuff. Why do we get the stickler, but they want to use the type of knowledge that we got?
Well, some of it has to do with genetics. Like some of the Haitians are very superior in their genetics. So
Yeah, you're right
yeah,
about that.
beings don't want them to know their potential. They have a lot of sacred DNA within them. So having the world go against them makes a lot of sense. Like, but they're here. They're not going anywhere. But yeah, they're not made it easy either. I mean, their poverty is put on their island for a reason to keep them there. They don't want them to be prosperous. Some it's okay, but yeah, there's a lot of it's coming from England manipulation there. So take the resources and things like that, use them for slaves, things like that.
No good, no bueno. For my second question, I would like to know what was in the corner Sunday when my car broke down. Well, family car broke down, and I kept hearing creaking noises in the corner of where you said the portal is and stuff. But I'm trying to what was his intentions? And what was it? It has a message or something, but I heard it, but I wasn't trying to give it no credence. I was trying to figure out is it good or bad? Does it has a message? Why was you trying to get my attention?
Well, it seems like a Zeta being. It seems. Well, it seems like you're showing you're not afraid of them and you're willing to work with them, but they're not so. Because some of them are like teenagers. And it's like, who do you think you are connecting to us? It's like, so some of them are kind of punkish a little bit. Well, they're learning from humans, so. But you're showing that you're not, intimidated by them or anything like that. So it looks like you're trying to make friends with them. They're kind of standoffish. Like, why do you want to make friends with us?
Is there a name that I could connect with the one that was in the room?
I get the name Jordy.
Jordy. Yeah. Can you give a message to Jordy right now and tell Jordy we don't have to do a standoff. We can have a what's the name? Do you hear me when I'm talking now?
Yeah. No, I think he's just afraid. He's curious about your connection, but he's kind of not always understanding it. So
tell him Jordy, I mean you no harm. And if you get the feeling, Jordy, I'm needing help right now and stuff because I don't know. Do they feel when we get like down and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And do they get like okay, let's just say when a human gets down or feel like at his low, do they feel the vibe? Do they get juiced up out the vibe when we get low?
Yeah, they feel it. Yeah, they process it. They don't understand. They don't always understand how you develop that, what you're going through. So.
Well, he kind of seemed like he came to me like a brother. That he felt me. And,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's kind of a bit standoffish, it seems, because he's alien.
Well, can you feel him this vibe? I'm giving him a big hug. Like Jordy, tell him I need some of his mojo to help me here. But if you could give him that and stuff and comfort him, I appreciate it.
Right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got Michael.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
Okay, my first question is, I just found out that my hybrid Pleiadian children has doubled in numbers, and I was told that they took DNA from me, and I was, even though they took DNA, they're still my children, and I know that I won't have physical contact, to see it, but maybe after I know that when I pass from this earth, I'm going to the Pleiadians. So, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it open because I do care for them, even though they took my DNA. And did they take my DNA in this lifetime? I mean, it would have to be this lifetime.
Yes. Yeah, you agreed upon it astrally.
Okay.
And of course, you didn't know about. I believe it was actually done during your teenage years.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But not all the children, or it wasn't all developed instantly. They're not showing me their ages at this time.
They're
But
young.
they are with you. Yeah. So it was something that was kept. I feel like it was pretty controversial for you to have hybrid children, especially because it's like other realms you're actually wanted. I'm not sure if you knew that.
No.
There's like other dimensions where just, these aren't exactly friendly beings.
Okay. They're bad beings wanting me.
Yeah, you probably could feel some of that.
Would that be like reptilians and
Something like that, yeah.
grays? Yeah.
Yeah, because you sabotage a lot of their operations and other realities.
Yeah.
So they know that you're here, sort of. They don't know the full details of it.
Do I have anything to worry? Do I have
No.
anything to worry about, or just keep
No.
on doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, do what you're doing. Just you're very protected, but yeah, you've been through a lot of galactic wars, as you found.
Yes.
And you're still going through it now.
Yeah. I wake up and I don't. Yeah. And my second question is, okay, so we got a cat about a month ago. I don't think she likes me. We named her Lyra. She really loves my mom, but I'm just wondering if she's clearing out the negativity, the parasites that are all around my dad, or if they're anywhere else in the house. I'm just wondering if she's doing that. I'm sure she is. I feel it, but just whatever you can tell me.
Well, she's very clean. She clings on to the feminine energy. She's a female, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so she just comes to that. That's her safety point. Doesn't mean she's scared of you. Is that where she resets her energy? She's trying to heal your room's energy, but it's really dense there. So
my room?
Yeah. And your father's area, she's doing the best she can. I mean, she's just a little thing. So she's talking to, you do have visits from reptilians every once in a while, but they visit your father.
Yes.
It's kind of like a ceremony there or something like that. They kind of bow to him or something like that. Wow. He's like their commander who's in another reality. So, and sometimes when they show up, and your dad might get kind of roughed up a little bit. He might act moody for no reason. So he probably just had a visit from reptilian beings, it seems. It's one feeling from that. But yes, your cat is doing the best she can. It's just a lot of work for her. That's all. She's just a little girl. So
would another cat be even better, or no? Stick with one.
Yeah, no. Too. I mean, if that's what you can afford, yeah, you can. We like the company. Okay. That's entirely to you. So.
Well, thank you so much, Nathaniel. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we've got Hazel's questions. Her first question, she says, "Hello, Nathaniel. Thank you for answering our questions. We have had an extreme weather day here today where I live with a full month of typical rainfall in one day. I'm feeling anger literally in the air, as though the wind is speaking it tonight. Are you able to help me with what I am feeling or hearing?"
Well, there is some reptilian. There's a lot of portals open up in your area. A lot of interdimensional travel is going on. You could say some warfare is going on in the skies. The elemental beings they're trying to keep portals, some open, some closed, due to the environment. So it's just, there is some government energy going on there. I believe you can tap into some of it. Well, I believe they're there some of it's to distract you from what you're doing. So not like you're targeted or anything, but it feels like there's they can't always, some of these beings don't always know that you're even there. You're pretty close from what it seems. But yeah, there's like an energy protection around where you are. But yeah, there's good beings there and ones that are kind of questionable that are sorting things out. It does seem like it's a kind of like a neutral space there, meaning that different beings can come there and just talk to each other and not cause any war there.
Hey, thank you. The second question. Do you have any messages for me tonight that you can relay in color, as in a particular color to speak to or work with, perhaps in relation to the negativity I'm feeling? Thank you and many blessings.
Well, the negativity color is black, but your positive energy is pink or purple. It's like a combination of both. Pink and purple energies will, like, move your frequency. There's a lot of reptilian energies that you actually, it's like reptilian vortexes you're there to break free of, meaning that they're keeping realms hidden from you. And as you heal that energy field, you'll see more, even about yourself, as you see around you, like a princess energy, it's from another reality. And it's been kind of blocked from you from different reasons. So, there's a royalty energy about you. That's why you can do what you can do. And more of that would come. So you're seeing some of the royalty energy from the past. That's not always the most positive. Some of them are elf beings. So there's elf realms there on both sides. Blessings.
Very cool. Blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
Always nice to talk to you.
Yes.
Oh, it's not Nathaniel?
Sorry. Yes, it is. I just can't hear you.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yes, that's better.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Well, we are communicating across these light years and light years. So
yes, you can say that.
Yeah. My first question is, just this last week, I've been feeling really cranky and just out of sorts, just not myself. And could you tell me if anything's going on that's taking my energy in particular, or?
Well, you are in Canada. I believe there was an election that was happening recently.
Yeah.
So everything has to do with it.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, you might not think anything. You're feeling the aggravation from a lot of people.
Okay. Yeah.
They just feel betrayed. It's not better times are coming.
Yeah, well, okay.
And then you feel like the election was stolen, things like that.
Yeah, that actually was another question. I don't know if you can. That was my other question. Is on Saturday we were talking, and one of the people had asked if the election here was rigged, and I have actual great faith in our system, but I'm also a believer, other stuff going on. Could you talk a bit of? It's like I don't think the actual system itself, our physical system, I think is right, is correct and works and gives the right, the right thing. But I'm sure there are other things behind the scenes influencing people.
Mm-hmm.
Could you talk about that?
Well, they try to influence it on a public level, but yeah, the inner workings of the election is it's tinkered with just enough where they get the winner that they're looking for. It's just where it looks like it's healthy and there's no manipulation. If all the votes went to one person, that'd be a little weird. So it is set up to, it's kind of like what is it? Like gambling. The house always wins. It's kind of like that.
Okay. Well, the outcome was basically almost no change. So
no.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it shows the agenda is not quite ready for it yet, and people want it, but there's just a timeline there that many need to learn from at this time. So
yeah,
it's not the easiest answer there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's okay. I'll stay in Canada anyway. So okay, thank you so much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, we've got Ava.
Hi.
Yes, greetings.
Will I return to my job in the hospital, or should I just move on and look for a new job?
I feel like you will go back to the hospital if there's no complications there, or you want to go back.
Well, let's see.
So far, it looks good. We don't see you finding another job yet, so we feel like this will work
Okay.
for the time being, at least.
Okay.
Unless something comes up that comes out of nowhere.
Okay, that's good. I was looking forward to return, so that's a good news.
No, it feels like you're not ready to leave there just yet.
Mm-hmm. And I used to channel very good and very fast, but lately it's taking forever to get any connections or anything. Can I do anything about it, or what's going on?
Well, meditations, have you done any meditation clearing at all?
Lately I've been doing that for more often than usual.
Well, it feels like you can see at least from what we see, you can do a meditation, just talk to the being there, is what we're getting. Now, how much it says is another story.
Okay, because I sometimes see them. It takes a bit longer than it used to. It used to be very fast, but to get any information or anything, it's
Well, we also see automatic writing as a thing to try out if you wish.
okay.
We say automatic writing is something else to I feel like that will work for you. At least that's from our point of view.
Okay.
I know it sounds strange, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll try that. I never tried that, but I like writing, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying something new with you that you have not dabbled in yet.
Okay. I think even beings know that I'm sort of fell back on that because I tried to connect with one of the insectoids and he didn't say nothing. He just brought a cake.
Well, yeah, that was a Cheerio.
Yeah, well, that was nice. Anyway, thank you so much.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we have CFO.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings, yeah.
It was a channel a while back, but I was told that I started a race with magic, a wolf people race, and I wanted to know if you could go in any more detail in that.
Well, it's kind of like a werewolf reality or a reality where you can shapeshift, yes. And it's still in its works, it seems. They're not giving us a lot of details on it, but it's kind of like a hidden race. They're also very hidden within the trees, meaning they get their powers from the trees or nature. They connect to the woods, and it gives them power to shapeshift.
That's so cool. You think I could do that here?
You could try. Well, you can connect to the wolf energies. Shapeshift, yeah, you just have to concentrate on it.
Because I do the psychedelic ceremonies, and in that space, stuff like that starts happening.
Yeah.
So I really see it as a possibility. That'd be so cool.
More power to it. Yeah, so that should be fun. So I feel like you're protected, so no worries.
Awesome. And my second question is, I wanted to know more about my Atlantean lives.
As an Atlantean, you're very connected to Sirius. You're connected to the Sirian beings as they were seeding the earth with their energies. There's Iraq or Babylon they're very connected to. So they're part of very early Babylonian, even your own incarnations are very Babylonian. But it seems like an Atlantean being, you're into new things, civilization, creation. And one of them is Babylon, at least you contributed to that. Atlantis had a lot to do with the oceans. You're doing a lot of work there. Not saying what you're doing exactly, but you were working with the water.
Interesting.
A little bit different than what the Lemurians are doing. Like understanding it and using it for power and things like that.
I had a ceremony in Long Beach, and I was toning, and it was kind of like a laser was going into the water and changing
Yeah.
the color I was seeing. That was
Exactly.
dope.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, blessings. Thank you.
Blessings.
Nice. For that, up next we've got James.
Hello.
That screams.
And messages from you or your collective me or any messages from me and Ronnie?
It broke up when you were saying a message from our collective or
Messages from you or your collective or any beings around me.
okay. 1 moment. What's it? You have like for some reason Frank Sinatra is around you for some reason. Apparently, you have an incarnation with him. It feels like you're kind of like a father figure to him. You knew him in like Greek time period. He was like a siren. It was something to be actually had a female lifetime in ancient Greece. It seems like you're like a god being in ancient Greece times. I think you know over some parts of that. So it's like he taught it's interesting. Yeah, he taught the sirens how to sing. So you're part of their development, it seems. Of course, some of them weren't very kind ways over time, but they were in the beginning. They were fine. Blessings.
So did you and him have like a lifetime in New York or New England or something like that?
Yeah, I would see there's some kind of connection there, yeah. But remember, a lot of times a female when you first connected with them, it seems. So, but yeah, it feels like you do have a connection there, yes.
Oh, why am I so drawn to New York?
Well, yeah, countless. It feels like you had several lifetimes there at once. It feels like you're a part of different aspects of it. Like there's a Wall Street side of you. Another version was like poor. Another was an artist. It seems like you wanted to be involved with all those, the building blocks in New York.
Oh, I had a dream just last night. And it was I think I was in Paris or France, but it looked like the Wall Street area though. People were speaking French.
There's different ways of looking. Either it's just a reality split, like another reality where the two were merged together. It feels like you feel like you're from New York, but you're in France. What it feels like. This is the vibe we're getting from that. There was a lot of New York influence there, and back and forth though. So blessings.
And blessing. Next we've got Stephen.
Hello, Nathaniel.
Screens.
Greetings to you. How you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet. Thank you. Much love. Thank you for being here. I was wondering if you can just connect, if you could connect with my energies and just give an update on what I've been doing astrally. The mission seems I've been doing this kind of similar things over and over, going on traveling, going to the similar house to have the same, and just more what you could pick up. Thank you.
Well, it feels like there's a strong amphibian energy. You're assisting the new timelines coming in. Of course, there also seems to be Ashtar Command. There seems to be some kind of battles going on in space with that. Them being taken over or have some of their bases infiltrated in other realities. So, there's a lot of Ashtar, I won't call it drama, but conflict going on in other realms. In your time here, or let's see, you are healing a lot of Men in Black energy. You're basically bringing in new timelines for disclosure, as we just mentioned in the past. There are timelines where it's actually happening. So in the future, where you're connected to. So you do show up as an ET being to some people here in their dreams, it seems. For disclosure, the beginnings of it. Blessings.
Sweet, awesome, thank you. And if you could just leave the next question open, just any energies that wish to connect and have a message for me that's connected to me, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, there is a feline aspect of you that seems to be always doing something, always multitasking, always busy. Like a commander of a ship. In Sirius, it feels like. Yeah, it has to do with Egyptian energies. What's coming here for the future? Basically, future timelines. Beings are going to incarnate here. It's like 7 beings that are involved with their incarnation here. At least that it's about to happen. It hasn't happened yet. Like you're preparing them for an incarnation here. Blessings.
Yes, blessings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, we got Brian.
Greetings, Nathaniel. Nice to meet you.
Yes, greetings.
So, for my first question, can you tell me more about my connection to your collective?
There are many Nordic worlds that you're connected to. I guess the word's thousands of them. That's what I'm getting. You're very also connected to birds. I'm not sure if that was brought up last week, so there's a bird connection there. You're very good at connecting to hawks. So similar to here on this world, people are very, like bird, they take care of birds, sanctuaries, and things like that.
Yeah.
Seems like you do a lot of hawk training on other worlds.
That's funny, actually, because after the last channeling, the following day, I was in my garden and I actually had a hawk that flew out of the tree. It was pretty impressive because it was really out of nowhere.
Feels like they're reaching out to you because you've done so much for their race.
Okay.
So you're tapping in, and you're very much a hawk being here, it seems.
Yeah, I feel that.
I mean, you have other connections, but the hawk was more of a piece. It just basically helped them with direction, protecting their species is really the big one, though.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy to be doing that. So thank you. For my second question, do any of my spirit guides have any messages for me?
Well, it seems like there's some Anunnaki connections that you're still healing. Basically, you're part of the bloodline, a positive bloodline here, and you're still assisting it today. Yes, there's been some DNA manipulation going on the planet, but because you're here, it's like you're clearing out the old DNA for, just for manipulation not occur as it would if you were not here.
Okay, so in that respect, just sort of being here and doing my thing is
doing your thing. Yeah, you're doing other things astrally. Just you're making sure there's no war here. You're on with others there to assist with that. Assist with the ascension, but it's not always going to be entirely clear how that works. But it is in the works though.
Okay, thank you very much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
You. Up next, we've got Chris.
Hi. Hi, I'm Ben. How are you? I'm doing good.
He's doing good. Hope you're doing good too.
Ask him about the question about the horses.
Horses is in the spirit.
You know the movie Horse, the Spirit about the Mustang horses? He's watching that right now, and he was asking a question. What is his connection with horses? The Mustang horses.
Spirit.
Well, he's been a horse in previous incarnations. But he's also given guidance and helps humans understand how to handle horses, how to take care of them. Of course, in the Middle Ages, or horses have been used. Otherwise, yeah, he's been a horse during the Middle Ages, actually. But he's also been like a rancher or a caretaker of horses in his previous lifetimes. I would say Middle Ages also.
Were they happy times then with that?
Yeah, he stayed out of war and all that. Yeah, he kept to himself, you could say. He had a family, things like that.
Yeah, because he gets excited on the part where the male horse meets the female, and then they hug each other, and he got excited. And
yeah, he knows. Yeah, he knows how they're speaking to each other. He can talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even now he speaks. Yeah, he knows what's going on there.
Yeah, he's happy about that.
That's nice. Yeah.
He's rocking back and forth.
No, that's good. The more horses for him, the better.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, you want to tell Ivan bye?
Bye, Ivan. See you later.
Blessings.
Okay, so my question is about my star family. Do they have any messages for me right now?
I see a lot of aquatic energies, a lot of connections to Andromeda. They do have concerns of the Earth's energy, how the world, like the Earth's crust, keeping itself vibrant without being too manipulated. So we see a lot of your energy within the Earth itself, and a higher frequency, of course, to keep it stable is what they're showing. Of course, there's another aspect of you as part of the underground bases and all that. It feels like there's a version of you that's kind of like a spy there.
Yeah, that's always fun and exciting to do for sure.
Yeah, there's a higher aspect, and of course, a more of a fourth dimensional. The interesting is the spy seems something like it's cloaked, not necessarily a shapeshifter, but keeps itself well hidden. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is spy agencies, obviously, that no one's ever heard of, that I believe your aspect is connected to.
Yeah, that's fun. I wondered about like with the Andromedan and the aquatic. I was wondering if that's connected with the Peru, the Paracas people of Peru, because I'm pulled to there all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fish people.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not, obviously it's not fish face exactly, but yeah, they wear these long robes.
Oh, they have that spear thing, like that Punsidas or whoever, I forgot how to say his name, from Atlantis, because there's a lot of Atlantean energy in the Paracas people that live there.
Yeah. Well, as a alien being, you came to people mostly in their dreams, but sometimes you're just curious of what they're up to.
Yeah.
But it feels like in Peru, a lot of the ruins were temples there that were turned off. You helped deactivate a lot of it.
I think the people did that later, like they came back and messed them up so they wouldn't be used and manipulated.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And now they won't be, it's like giant puzzles and they won't be able to put them back together. The people there now.
Well, they show that, you were just there to turn them off. You didn't think anyone was going to really mess with them. And then someone figured out how to do that. So, then you had to be taken out. Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
I mean, they were there for a long time not being tampered with. So.
Yeah.
It's like hundreds of years, something like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Blessings.
Good. Thank you. Up next, we've got Crystal. Is Crystal here? No, I could another device. Or she might be having difficulties.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hi. Greetings, Archangel. Thank you for being here.
That's nice.
Wanted to see if you had any messages for me.
There used to be a positive timeline. It's only if you want it. You see, you're also at a manifestation time. Not the fastest manifestation, but manifestation does exist.
Cool.
It does feel like you're healing a lot of your soul. I think you know that already, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is Anunnaki there you're healing. I know I brought that up with another individual, but there is some. You're like a magic Anunnaki. You're very connected to Africa, if I can see.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Great. Okay.
There's some you're also connected to crystal skulls.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, you have to look it up.
Oh, okay.
Crystal skulls is alien technology that's here.
Oh, so how can I connect with them even more?
Yeah, you look them up. You'll probably even read their energy pretty easily.
Wow.
It's not like they're from this world, because they're not.
Wow. Wow. I wanted to know if whether I had a soul swap, because I feel like my ascension is happening pretty fast, maybe too fast.
Well, you got to upgrade. So it might feel like there's another version of yourself. You are assisted more of their higher self. So there's other versions of you helping you here.
Okay.
It does seem like they're trying to get you out in the public more.
Oh.
That's entirely up to you, but
I do feel that.
They're getting you ready. They feel like you are ready. That's how it works.
I've been feeling that lately, like the need to be more public.
Well, it just seems like the people that you help, you'll feel very psychically connected to them. And you'll just answer questions that they're not even asking.
Oh.
You'll just, it's like, this question came in, they gave you permission, so it's like, okay, we dive into that.
Oh, cool.
So that's what's happening there.
All right. Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Very cool. Thank you. Up next, got Karam.
Hi there, Nathaniel. Thanks for speaking to us.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings, blessings to you. Yeah. Tell me, please, about my connection with Crystal, which you've just spoken to.
Yeah, I mean, you've been on a ship together, Pleiadian ships, throughout the universe, actually. Throughout the galaxy, but throughout the universe also. I feel like you're both shapeshifters in other incarnations. It seems like you had to shapeshift to get out of where I feel like you're explorers on other worlds. So, and you have to shapeshift yourself off the planet. I guess you're kind of wanted or something like that. Or not visiting a place that wasn't always to strangers, let's put it that way.
And so we've connected in our, I feel like we're in two different reality, but we connected in this lifetime.
On this world, yes. It feels like it's very alien connected, but there's also human. The human lifetimes are not showing because it's there, but yeah.
So we connected because we have history and as you just mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not just a random.
It'll come to you when it needs to.
Right, of course. That's
when
great.
You're ready for it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Second question is: there's been some upgrades in the activation of either crown or third eye. It's just like it's constructing more areas that I feel in the brain. Could you comment on that? Am I developing that fast enough?
Well, you're very connected to magician realities. So that's another reason why you've had the conflict you've had here, because as a magic being, like a godlike being, it's life's been kind of complicated sometimes. Like you're sometimes get split in two realities, or energies got hijacked. We had another incarnation. It's like I don't remember this authorizing that. You've had that, so you've had a lot of energy splits around you.
Well, you don't see necessarily recently some augmentation there.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Okay. That's why I can see what I'm seeing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
The magic realms is really what you're connected to is a kind of like a wizard being, like a cosmos magic being.
What would you do with that information if you were me?
Well, you obviously heal it. I mean, you'd be able to. I mean, where you can like snap your fingers and just teleport yourself to somewhere. That's the energy you're connected to. They're not easy to see, but as you start to let that, I believe that's where a lot of your troubles are coming from.
Okay.
Your blockages come from those realms of feeling like you can do anything because you could.
So I'm still underestimate what I can do right now, probably.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's for your safety. Yeah. But it seems like you're ready to hear it, though.
Awesome.
It can get quite. Well, you just visualize yourself as like a god type of being. What does that look like? And
Great,
some of
great.
that
The ego
hit
is gonna like that.
some of that get misused, or some of it did, yes.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nathaniel. Hey, blessings, energies to you.
Yes, blessings.
Very cool. Tricky stuff to navigate,
Yes.
trying to balance everything out, with the ego, and so very cool.
Yes.
Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Yes, greetings to you.
Are there any messages for me from my my angels or archangels or anyone?
No moment. Seems like you're working on health a lot right now. So the health, I feel like you're on the right track for that. There's a lot of crystal beings protecting you. It feels like there's some past life energies that you're releasing. There's a Mother Mary energy there assisting you in your own soul growth. I feel like Mother Mary does kind of tap you on the shoulder every once in a while, or gives you kind of insight, like when you make a turning point in life, things like that. So, but the health situation, they're not giving me details of the health, but the health seems to be very important right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat. I was more like plant-based, but now I'm trying to eat more meat, just more protein to get my energy back.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. Okay.
Well, it's the plant-based, yeah, it has to be, or the right fruit to connect to. But yeah, no, you're going about the right way.
Okay, great. And my second question is, one time I had a really cool vision of an owl, like a big white owl that came to me with these like eyebrows that went down, and I said, "Are you good or bad?" And it said, "Good." And then I woke up and I was like vibrating, and I was like, "What was that?"
Feels like that was at least like connection from your higher self. So just letting you know that there's other aspects of yourself. Yes, there's been an owl collective you're very connected to. I feel like it's connected to Sirius, but also Agartha. So well, you got your knowledge or information from owls in previous lifetimes. So just feeling the owl frequencies, they'll probably start talking to you.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Do I have any portals? Like, I have this really big tree right outside in the backyard, and I feel like there's some kind of portal or something else going on there, and I didn't know if the owl or things were coming from that tree.
Yeah, there's a lot of elemental energies from Agartha, a lot of elf energies, a lot of fairy frequencies that are connected to, yes. Sometimes some alien beings do show up there. They're not saying who they are, though.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some dwarfs. You have dwarfs there.
Oh, dwarfs.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
They open up a door and they wander around. They're not showing what they're doing, but they come every once in a while.
Are they opening up my door in the house?
The door open on its own? I can see them doing that.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, sometimes it feels like there's somebody at my door, but maybe it is them.
It feels like it's the dwarfs, yeah. I know you don't really hear about dwarfs very often, but they seem to be pretty... Well, it's similar to what is that? Alice in Wonderland. What is it called? Snow White, the dwarfs. Similar. It's not exactly like them, but similar to that.
Okay. Yeah, I connect with Amethyst, and I wasn't sure if Amethyst was I was confused on Amethyst being a fairy, or because she is an angel, but I'm just wondering too if that's a connection with that.
Yeah, it feels like it's a fairy energy there. Yes.
Okay.
Feels like it's healing your sacred feminine.
Oh, okay. Great.
Which is connected to Atlantis.
That you must be reading my mind, because I was thinking that would be my next question.
Well, it feels like you're healing Atlantean traumas. It seems. You were there during the cataclysm. You were there during the cataclysms, yeah. And you did get affected by it, not in a good way.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That
It's
makes
like
sense.
this does not have to happen. It's like none of this should be happening, and there's nothing you could do to. You saved whoever you could. That was very difficult. There's a lot of water where you were.
Is that why I'm attracted to water now? Or
Well,
no?
yeah, you're not afraid of it, but it was water damage was very big back then. Of course.
Okay. Probably why I always feel like there's a tsunami coming towards me.
Yeah, because you're pretty much dealing with one.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then now. Okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Dragon. Dragon, you here?
Sorry, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I missed the beginning. Is this Nathaniel?
Nathaniel, yes. Greetings.
Okay. Cool. Greetings. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know when the water goes up just a few feet, it may go up 50 feet if it topples over a natural land bridge. So that's kind of the water was gradually rising and occasionally would flood an area. Lannis was doing other stuff too. Anyway, so my first question is, I'm kind of feeling like we're at a stage where everything is starting to just break system-wise.
Yes.
And I think like COVID it was supposed to happen anyway.
Yes, right.
But COVID kind of made it happen. Like it's gonna happen. Period. Like if otherwise we're just gonna throw COVID at you and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right. And the Pleiadian said I didn't really originally understand. Of course, you're a Pleiadian, but I didn't really understand the context of it at first. Why people would do this, but they said eventually people just say it's not worth it anymore and just go to sleep, and that would be it, like the end of the reality. And I figure it's not all at once, but there'd be like groups of people that would just be done, and whatever would happen to their story in this reality would be irrelevant because they would be somewhere else anyway. So I guess the I'm feeling like we're pretty close, somewhat pretty close to that. I just kind of wanted to get a vibe from you, like, when people just kind of said, "What's the point anymore? Nothing's working anymore. I'm just gonna go to sleep."
Well, some people are already asleep. Well, if they're going to go to sleep, they're already on that path anyway, normally. But there is a lot of financial timelines that are coming in, not for cataclysms, but there's a financial timelines for a change. Similar like your crypto situation, you already had one recently. So just expect a lot of financial ups and downs coming soon. You're already dealing with it now, but big more is on the way. It just shows that you're going through a reset. Not a massive reset, but there's going to be a lot of changes coming in.
I one time slept for like a month straight, other than getting up to eat and stuff like that. And then I think that actually was part of why my psychic abilities got unlocked, though there was a huge lapse after that. It was like years later. And there's a point at which you just can't sleep anymore. Like, there's a point where you're just so well rested that like, are people gonna transcend? Some people gonna just go to sleep and then transcend and not be in body anymore, and that's it. Like the body just dies.
Yeah. So yeah, that timeline is not fully activated yet, but many are getting ready for that. Yes. Like a sleep timeline, you can say. Yeah. It just has some are already leaving already, as you know.
Yeah, a lot of people are leaving. I'm curious about the ones that are sleeping. Like, are they just gonna basically
go
to sleep? Nobody can. They're not really in a coma. They maybe will wake them up, but 10 minutes later they're back to sleep, and
yes,
eventually their body just dies.
Correct. Yeah, that's the time. That's the timeline it's coming in. Yes, it just happened very slow and gradual. So
Cool. I guess hopefully they don't consider that suicide. Everybody needs to get
no,
life insurance. They're gonna
no,
get your life insurance before you go and do that, guys.
no. It's a transition. That's all.
All right. Do you have any messages for me?
There are humanism timelines that you're healing at this time. You probably feel some of them where you've actually created an AI life form, it seems, that you're still kind of dealing with it. And it did have much of your personality traits. It's like you as an AI, but it's not really you or another aspect of you. So it seems like you're coming to eventually to realize more of your AI's connections over time. That's what I say. If you have not seen, well, more is on the way if you've already looked at in that direction.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's this incarnation or a future one, but it's definitely in Earth's future.
You can say it's a future one. It's very advanced. Yeah, you've developed a lot of different AI creations.
Yeah, I'll be here. There will be times I'm going to be here both as a human body and AI in exactly the same time.
Yes,
although
correct.
it's going to be hard to tell the difference between either one
correct.
anyway. At some point, like, is this a human or AI? I don't have a freaking clue. It's one.
Yeah, there will be personality differences there to to make you look a little bit different. So yeah, that's inevitable. So
well, thanks. Much love.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next we have Kathleen.
Yes, hi Nathaniel. Thank you for being with us.
Greetings.
What was my question? I had like a dream, and it was extremely weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a basement with big basement with lots of rusty pipes, but in good shape. Anyway, what I do, it's like analyze my dreams because they're related to me. And I observe my behavior in the dream, and I try to relate with the compartments that I have, so that they kind of like pinpoint to what I have to look at myself.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use dreams otherwise? Are they any
Yeah, no, that's good. The basement shows you're going into yourself. So you're going deeper into your subconscious.
Overall, when I looked at the dream, I saw that this part of the dream was so out of my day-to-day daily energy life. So I found it pretty bizarre because it seemed like it's so far from me,
Well, it's like a future self you're bringing in. So you're bringing a future aspect of you. So you're warning, you're looking at it now to see what it's like.
So it's also it's also like a signal from from the future thing.
And that's coming into this lifetime. Yeah.
Well,
you're changing basically.
Well, let's say I'm cleaning, then changing, because
yes,
I think cleaning.
Same thing.
Is,
cleaning and changing. Yes.
Changing, it's hard to guess, because I don't know if in a spiritual path, I don't know if you can pinpoint to a changing point. I mean, a point where you want to change to be like this, because when you start cleaning, you change, and you change in unexpected ways.
Yes, it's a gradual change, though. Yeah, it's a slow. It's like a bridge opening and closing. It's a slow transition. Yeah.
Yeah. I find it pretty slow, but I think it's okay because I don't want to wake up in the middle of a sudden change, not knowing what to do and who I am.
Of course.
I would like to ask if there's any message from Cassiani.
You are, yes, connecting to a more future version of you. Your energy is very fragile, as you know. Sometimes you feel. So you're working on strengthening yourself, but in the right way, where you're clear out your own anxiety. There is some anxiety, sometimes even a panic attack. Sometimes you go through. So you're slowly healing that currently. Some of that's past life connected, actually. Yeah, you had a lifetime where you drowned. Your previous lifetime.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I ask myself these days, and it came out this panic word, But there's a lot of things besides it's anxiety, frustration. Is the way I heal. I appreciate Nathaniel. Thank you very much. Very
blessings.
awesome. Thank
you. Blessings.
Hey, thank you. Blessings. Up next, we've got April.
Greetings, Nathaniel. Thank you for being here.
Greetings to you. Yes.
For my first question, I have Jay here with me. He's my new relationship, and he wanted to ask a question when we were sleeping the other night. Something happened, and he's gonna tell you.
Hi, Evan. How are you? Blessings. Thank you for having us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I know when I was a kid, I've always had grays around me and stuff like that, seen different things than most people do. And the other night, it hasn't happened to me in a long time. The other night, they came in the room and were pulling me through the ceiling, and she woke me up. But there were definitely there was 3 little ones and one in the doorway. I don't know what it was, but it was black. And I haven't had this happen to me in at least 10 or 15 years.
Well, you're not supposed to. I mean, that was part of your spiritual awakening, as you can see. I mean, it seemed like you needed that to wake your. So you allowed that to happen. So, I mean, you need to see it to believe it, and you're ready to awaken, but you needed something to trigger that.
Yeah.
But you've been protected from the grays ever since then. But I feel like you made some peace with them at the same time.
Okay.
But it is to let you know, well, they thought you were there for the grab. So, they didn't think anything of it. It's almost like they were kids.
Yeah. Yeah. That's weird. Yeah.
You feel like you're just kids. You just saw something to play with. Say, hey, what's that? We'll just take this guy.
Wow.
I mean, it doesn't look like they're trying to be malicious. It's just like they're just found something, found you, and just so they can figure you out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Thanks.
All right, and for second question, just any messages for us?
Well, yes, there's a lot of still communication that needs to be done. Even past life energies. I believe your pirate lifetime came through again.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yes.
Yeah. So that seems like that needs to be healed. At least there's a lot of things that were kind of at your highest level.
Okay.
Something. Either way, if you explore it, because I believe he was there also.
Yeah.
So he was like, calming down a little bit. So I believe that's why he's there right now, is because you kind of lived on the edge previously.
You're correct. Yeah.
But yeah, so he's there to calm a lot of that down. And that's been hard for you to do, it seems.
Yeah. He keeps getting messages to slow down.
Yeah. So you're on the right track. Well, it's like you're in a fast car, and he's like, I guess the cop, I guess. Something like that.
That's hilarious.
Just just to not to, just to, keep you safe, basically.
Mhm.
So, all right.
All right. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Blessed this evening is me. Thank you again, Nathaniel, for coming in.
Of course.
For my first question, I'd like to know right off the bat, what, if anything, am I scared to know about myself?
That's a good one. Well, Dragon lifetimes. Dragon lifetimes where, yes, you devoured people.
All right.
Almost like you almost devoured a whole planet. Well, meaning that it seemed like you were so aggressive that nobody wanted to go to that planet. Something like that.
Is that in this universe?
Seems, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Well, it feels like he just felt like either they didn't trust you or, you felt like you're kind of alone. And you were the only dragon there, which is more frustrating. So they had to kind of find ways of talking with other species. It took a while.
Interesting.
From what I can see. So at least that's one aspect. That's what we're seeing right now.
All right, that's a cool rabbit hole. I'm going to sit with that. Thank you very much for that. For my second question, is the expression "all things in moderation" a Saturnian teaching, or is there another place of origin for that school of thought? I'd love to hear, like my higher self's feelings on this approach to life, also.
For what? Can you explain the beginning part of that again?
The expression "all things in moderation."
Oh, yes.
Is that a Saturnian teaching?
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. Well, this world is known for excess.
Right.
As you can see.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like Saturn came in here to teach us, if you want everything on your plate, you're going to have to learn how to balance it out.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Well, your energy is connected to that.
Right. I feel that.
So yeah, you're very actually kind of like a Saturn being, basically. And that's what makes it frustrating here. And there are some Saturn beings that are probably more aggressive than reptilians, actually. It's like learn your lessons. They're like school
I'm going to
teachers.
teach you a lesson. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's like you're already, I think you understand. So,
right.
But yeah, your Saturn origins will probably come through slowly. Yeah, this is good that you found that.
That was just like an intuitive nudge. Just randomly popped in my head.
Because you're ready for it. It was time for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are not brought to you because you need to discover on your own. That's what's happening. Because it's kind of treasured more. It has you have a reason for it.
Right. Yeah, and when I get those nudges, you just need confirmation, So I appreciate that.
Yeah, the Saturn lifetimes. You're an ancient one from Saturn, actually. You do have connections to Jupiter also.
Yeah, I had a dream where somebody randomly said, "Wow, Jupiter and Venus are real strong with him."
Yeah. So, well, I won't believe those beings saw the Saturn connection, probably because they didn't want to. Well, because Saturn's like, if you make a decision, you got to follow through with it.
Oh yeah.
And that's why a lot of beings don't care much for Saturn.
Is all the soul contracts that we have here are a big part of Saturn's involvement? Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for that. Blessings and much love.
Blessings to you all. Send you all love. Blessings. Blessings, everyone.